What's going on, you sultry sarlaccs? It's your boy, the Dadalorian. It is great to be back, guys. Haven't done a podcast in a while, but I am joined by my two loveliest of co-hosts who have also been voted in high school most likely to get caught stealing a catalytic converter from a starship. It is Black Series Daily Desk, and I am not a committee. How are you doing, guys? Oh, Matt, we lost you. No audio.
I'm doing great. And
damn it. Oh, that's good because I didn't love what I said.
Oh, no audio. Well, I'll just let you guys know. I'm doing great. And I'm just happy that I know how to steal a catalytic converter in this world because I don't have a whole lot of those skills in the real world. But that being said, I'm doing great. Happy to be here. And Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year. I forgot that this was our first show.
It is our first show of the new year. That's why it's the three of us and no guest. Hello there. I am Matty Ice, otherwise known as Black Series Daily Desk. And let me tell you, despite my audio failing, that joke you told, Eric the Dadalorian, tickled me like a tantalized Twi'lek. It was fantastic. Happy New Year, Howl Runner. Just saw you say that in the chat. We love you, bud. Howl Runner and I had a little chat about a figure that I'm going to show later yesterday. So yeah, and our guy, glad to have you back.
We got a lot of figures to actually talk about this episode.
We had a little
had some great reveals today. But before we even jump into that, we're gonna jump into like arguably the biggest news to hit Star Wars probably within the last arguably 6 months, honestly, or something like that. And that is pretty much the reports that Kathleen Kennedy is going to be getting moving out of Lucasfilms and Dave Filoni taking her spot. Now, and I know I tend to take over conversations, so why don't you kind of take the lead on this, man? Especially because you are something particular too with this, that you are a big fan of pretty much everything that's come out, which is untypical of a lot of the Star Wars fans out there. So what are your thoughts, man?
Yeah, so I am a little bit of a enigma on this, and with anything like this, there is a little bit of is it going to be better? Is it going to be worse? I think we can all safely say it's going to be great with Dave Filoni in charge. I don't think there's any risk there, but I think it is valuable to point out that Kathleen Kennedy. I know a lot of people, she had a lot of critics. Point out that she has brought us, every piece of modern Star Wars essentially. While there are some flaws there, with some of the viewers, in respect to the content, like anything from the sequels to Mandalorian to Ahsoka, and then coming out with the movies coming out too, like that was her hand. So to Kathleen Kennedy for that, I say thank you, and for Dave Filoni taking her place, I also say thank you.
Yeah, and
so I mean that's really all I got. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I'm not going to forget the past, but I'm excited for what the future will hold here.
Yeah, and I'm kind of in the boat with it where and you two know this about me. I was not a big sequels fan. I still am not fan of The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker. But that being said, so much of what's come out in the last several years, especially because without Kathleen Kennedy, we wouldn't have Mando. We would not have Ahsoka. She was leading Lucasfilms during all these. Given, these were all headed up by Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, and names like that. But still, with her at the head of Lucasfilms, we've really, in my opinion, got some of the best Star Wars that was ever made.
Yeah, 100%.
Matt, we lost you again.
You know what? Matt,
it's like we've got some random
again there. But you know what else is?
Maybe not. I see a job application.
Caroline Hibbert, job application. Caroline wants a job application, guys. See us after the show, okay?
Yeah.
But another thing
weird in
that
the
has
comments.
kind of come to
Runner talk a lot.
recently,
Sorry, go on.
Another thing that's been in the Star Wars world recently is, you know, the hashtag Hunt for Ben Solo. And
yes,
that for those of you who don't know, the quick version of that would be that, you know, there's a way that Kylo Ren, Ben Solo, does not die, and this came in the form of a script that was written by Adam Driver and blanking on the name here. One guys can plug it in, but
even so,
so the script was greenlit by everybody, Kathleen Kennedy included, until it was finally shut down for whatever reason by Iger. So there were projects that fans truly wanted, that she said, yeah, let's do this. And it was, so, you know, who knows, maybe with all the popularity the Hunt for Ben Solo has been having, maybe something will happen with it. Filoni will be the one to bring it to the screen, and I would not be happier.
Can I say something that's quite controversial about the Hunt for Ben Solo?
By all means.
I could not hate that fucking idea more. I think let it lie. They're doing a good job of filling in the gaps in between. They're doing a good job of filling in the gaps in between Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker in the comics. I think that at this point with the prequels, they've happened. We need to let go of the fact that they've happened. I don't understand what they're saying about like the time travel element, or that, you know, there's a world between worlds thing. That character is done as far as I'm concerned. And I fully understand why people want to see it. I will watch it. I usually like a lot of stuff. I will probably watch it. But if that's going to take the place of another Star Wars project, it just does not do it for me. Sorry, Ant. I know you're stoked for it, and I don't mean to like shoot it down. I can't get excited for it, and I don't know why.
Yeah, and I'm kind of in the same boat, like where
your lack of excitement
essentially
does not hinder my excitement.
Well, I don't want it to. I love when you get excited. It's like my favorite thing.
But yeah, so we got that on the horizon, guys.
No, I think.
Sorry, go ahead, Ant. I think we got a little bit of a lag in the system here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is, but no, I think it's all going to be positive stuff. And no, I'm not like, I don't know everything there is to know about Kathleen Kennedy, and I don't know her best moments. I don't know her worst moments. I just know she was in charge of Star Wars, and she gave me Star Wars. So I think things are going to definitely get better moving forward.
And that I totally, by the way, on the front of Kathleen Kennedy, you guys know, like Ant loves the sequels. Eric, you're not so into them. I'm mixed. I like a lot of it. There's some of it I don't like, but I think in the end, the one thing that's awesome about Kathleen Kennedy and Star Wars going to Disney is the influx of Star Wars is the reason why we have this podcast, and the three of us are talking to each other.
That's very true.
We all started collecting action figures that they were making of the shows and movies. It created something for us to talk about. When I think about what I haven't liked in Star Wars, I can boil it really down to like, I have a lot of problems with Rise of Skywalker. I don't hate it. And Resistance, and that's Filoni that I don't like. But otherwise, I've enjoyed everything. So, you know, from the canon comic books to the shows and movies. So I thank her. We wouldn't have Andor. We wouldn't have Rogue One. I love Solo, and I will die on that hill. And I just think there's been a lot of great stuff. Rebels, what they're doing with that. Ahsoka's
a great movie,
which is probably my favorite Star Wars show outside of Rebels. Like, Ahsoka's Rebels season 5. But like I thank her. And like honestly, we're gonna get Starfighter, and that looks amazing from everything we've seen. And I'm so Tom Cruise directed a lightsaber fight in it, is what's going around now. Like,
I saw that. Yeah, and I think that is going to be a great film. And
I'm
like, I saw that Tom Cruise did that, and I was just like, wait, what? Like that was not on my 26 bingo card, so to say. So a lot of things are on my 26 bingo card going on in the world, but that's a different podcast.
Yeah, no, 100% not. But I decided to say fuck the bingo card. I'm just not doing a bingo card this year, you know?
100%. I mean, I'm getting, as selfishly this year, I'm getting Maul, Shadow Lord, and season 2 of Ahsoka. So it's a big year for your boy Matt. I think today's announcements, I was I know they can't show anything because we haven't seen a lot, but I think hoping for some stuff from that, and it might have like stymied some of my enthusiasm. And there's some great figures, and we'll talk about it. But it's going to be a great year. I think we're going to do a cast soon just about what we're excited for and what our hopes are, which is going to be really fun because I think, after a little bit of a lag in content there for a while, we're headed for a really good time and a lot of episode recaps and new figures and some of the comics. There's great stuff coming out. So big year for everybody. And I mean, we all love Filoni. I think he arguably sometimes knows more about Star Wars than Lucas. Lucas was his teacher, but they said in Last Jedi, it's the destiny of the teacher to, they are what grows beyond us, your student. And I think that it is, we're about to have a real golden age of Star Wars, in my opinion. And we're all here for it.
I do agree, man. And with that, I think that's a great segue and to go into some of the great reveals we got today, actually. We had some awesome reveals happen today from Hasbro with some Black Series, which is what we're going to hit right now, guys. So we're going to go ahead and just jump straight into those, as a matter of fact, and hit our first Black Series reveal from Hasbro today, which is this guy, Watto, for the Attack of the Clones one, which I'll tell you what, I was surprised we got Watto in the Attack of the Clones Euro box and not the Phantom Menace, to be honest with you. But nonetheless, I'm here for it. This is one that was asked for by fans for like a long freaking time. I don't remember Blitz's list, but I'm sure this was on there. I bet
it was on Most Wanted last week. Okay. The ones that made the top 12 Most Wanted. But yeah, okay. I'm stoked for the figure. It's not so when I buy figures, my question to myself if I'm going to pre-order is, will I be able to think of 3 photos the week I get it? And I'll get everything at some point. He's not necessarily in that camp, but god damn the details. I mean, his outfit didn't change movie to movie as far as I know. So if we're not collecting in box, but I know I'm stoked for it. I think the details and everything look great. I love the flight stand. I love what they're doing with making things feel a little more deluxe. But Ant, I know this is one that you're probably insanely juiced for. Did Ant freeze, or is he so excited that he went catatonic?
I think you might have lost him there for a minute.
We're having some difficulties tonight, guys. We're getting back in the swing of the new year. Bear with us.
It's a new year, so
that was on. What's up, bud?
Yeah, that was one I wasn't expecting, but I'm actually stoked for that one. And the detail on that is extremely awesome, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing that it was really missing, I think, was that little tin hat he was wearing from when Anakin first walked up to him with Padme. And that was like my first initial thought, which is like, oh, it's missing that. But it's something that's so small that's like, I don't really care.
I didn't realize it was Attack of the Clones, so I didn't even think of the tin hat. But yeah, I guarantee anybody like Syndicate Customs, Landspeeder, or Luke, they're going to 3D print, give you a 3D file, or somebody's going to be selling that tin hat. That'll be a quick get. But I mean, like, let that be the only thing that's missing. Oh, Hal Runner fact checking me. His outfit's different in Attack of the Clones. So I was wrong. Hal Runner, just drop in the comments. Can I still take a picture of him during Phantom Menace era, or am I SOL?
Yeah, I was definitely frozen.
Oh, it is the Phantom Menace, Watto. I'm right. Okay, Hal Runner.
I thought so.
There we go. Wrong box. Cool. All right. There we go. Rock and roll.
I wonder if that was just like a continuity error on their part, where like it will come out in the Phantom Menace line, or if it's supposed to come out in Attack of the Clones line.
First wave of those come out in that Attack of the Clone box. I highly recommend you get one, because if they swap it over to Phantom Menace, that Attack of the Clone box will be a rare, hard to get Black Series figure.
And it looks like Ant's back finally. I don't know what happened there.
Give me your 2 cents on Watto, because I know you wanted this character for a long time.
Yeah.
You froze.
I'm back.
And I want
I was going to say, no, I've been able to hear you the whole time. I just haven't been able to talk. So, yeah, no, I'm really pumped about this one. He was definitely on my list. And I think the whole thing that you guys were just discussing is hilarious, because I didn't catch that either, and I'm just like, wait a minute, no, where is the hat? But no, it's definitely a figure. I think as far as photography goes, it's gonna be a really fun one. It's gonna open some doors for opportunity for, if you like to stick with kind of a Star Wars timeline. Now we've got Watto to go with young Anakin, we've got Watto to go with Attack of the Clones Anakin, things like that. So I'm excited for the figure.
Yeah.
And Hal Runner, like you were asking, we did have those mural shots of Watto that I just brought up here a second ago. So, and it is, as you can see throughout most of it, it's got the Attack of the Clones box, and then you can see on the side there, which it does look like it's going to be on the Attack of the Clones line. So I don't know, very curious, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't feel like we get a lot of Attack of the Clones. Maybe that's just my perception.
We have been getting a bunch for the anniversary.
Yeah, I think maybe that's why they did it. Especially with the Geonosis, the Battle of the kind of like Return to Geonosis shit they're doing with TVC. So I think maybe that's a little part of the excitement too.
And that's a great one to cover next, actually, because we also got
losing that tiny dice that comes with Watto. By the way, that's just panic-inducing that exists. This is the one of the day for me. This is an awesome one.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure if they would ever build this one, to be honest with you. And honestly, it looks amazing. Like, I love it when we get the cool alien figurines like this. And this is an absolute fucking go. And that stand, top tier.
The sheer amount of death that will be reaped upon the two of those that I get in my photos. It's just gonna be nice. Hear me out, Ant. Nice, if you get Watto and I get a Geonosian, I'll fly to you or you fly to me, and we do a Watto versus Geonosian Battle of the Bugs photo. But this figure is just phenomenal. I mean, look,
he's a Toydarian.
Toydarian, but click clack. But the weapon is awesome. He has a flight stand. The wings can be positioned. Like, it is. Everybody's been begging for a Geonosian for a long time, and we got the Geonosian. I'm hoping somebody makes a 3D print of the shield and the spear, because for those people that play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes on their phone, the Geonosian Brood Alpha is like, once you get him with their Geonosian team, you are unstoppable. But that figure is so cool. That was the one that made me jump out of my seat today.
Well, it's a good one.
I always think too, though, now that we've got the mold, like, will that inspire some more? Maybe a 2-pack comes out down the road.
Poggle the Lesser,
especially.
I was about to say, Poggle the Lesser is definitely on my list of ones that I would love to see.
Yeah,
and honestly, maybe with this, especially with like the big push for the Attack of the Clones line right now, maybe we get the whole separatist leadership. So we get Poggle the Lesser, Wat Tambor, the whole, like, all of those. That would be slick.
Oh my god!
Why do we love Wat Tambor? Wat Tambor.
I don't know. Wat Tambor is the worst.
It's just he's just cool looking, honestly.
He's on like a scooter.
Yeah,
he's not though.
He's not cool looking.
I think he's kind of cool looking. Honestly,
I don't know. There's something about him. Admiral Trench is the one that I would want the most out of those leaders. I think that's the figure. I'd also love a tactical droid. Would be really cool because they play such a big part in the Star Wars. That would be cool. I agree. They're just knocking off our most wanted figures lately. Like, so I feel like now we're just going to start getting into the B team, but stuff that we want.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure what one you're showing next, but one of these next couple is one that was also on my top 10 that I'm pumped about.
I think I know which one it is, because it's this one I'm showing next, and it's going to be Conway.
Yes.
So no, this one I was stoked for. I love that it was all Attack of the Clones today, basically.
When Ant gets that figure, he is going to wear out the paint on his his Admiral Rampart figure. I
see where you're going with this.
It's definitely a bad batch centric want. It's gonna be, oh man, I have so many ideas. And just like you, like, also I do get a little stumped with photos for Django sometimes, because I'm just like, who else could he be with? Well, here's someone else.
Yeah. I mean, Django, if you want my advice on photos, you've got so many random aliens, and that man was a bounty hunter. So you've got a world of adventures there. It doesn't just have to live in that movie.
I think it's time for me to just say this out loud. I think it's just that Django doesn't do it for me. And
that's fair.
That's okay. I think,
listen, that's probably one of the ones Django, I am most after right now.
I've seen so many reviews of the figure that turned me off to the Django figure. Like, he's on my list.
The figure looks great.
The character, you're saying, he's fine.
Yeah, and I think it's just something that I'm just starting to realize. Like, I think I've just always been like, Django, I gotta love him. That's but I don't dislike him. He's just not. I
mean, they kind of Boba Fetted him in the Attack of the Clones, where he's really built up.
They really did.
And then, I mean, I get that when he got hit by the Rhino thing, that like his jetpack got damaged, and you kind of see him try to ignite it, and that's why he can't, do his jetpacky fight Jedi leap thing. But I would love to say as a kid that bought the figure, but I was like 17 or 18. I was just real juiced for him, and it didn't quite hit it. Like, honestly speaking, just because one of the figures I'm showing 2 figures tonight, Kang, was in one of my favorite episodes of Clone Wars, which is that, like, the bounty hunters on the train in that underground, like, Neon City. Boba's more badass in that episode when he's like 14 than Jango, I feel like, was in Attack of the Clones. So, like, I mean, I'll always be a Boba stan, and I love.
Well, so I'm gonna
like one episode, so it's like
I'm gonna say just this one piece about this is like, so he got nerfed in Attack of the Clones, and because there was a scene that they were supposed to shoot for Attack of the Clones, and his death scene was like way more brutal. It was way more brutal, and they toned it down, I think, because of the rating of the movie.
And wasn't there a lot, several more Jedi that it showed him like take out as well?
Yes.
Yeah, it was supposed to make him way more fucking gnarly, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, like, Attack of the Clones, again, is not my favorite Star Wars movie by any stretch, but there's stuff that got cut that I feel like, even there's the thing where Kit Fisto and Ki-Adi-Mundi that they have filmed on blue screen where they like get into a separatist ship and start taking out battle droids. Like, I would have loved to have seen that.
What?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
We just need an extended cut of the whole freaking
why the hell not?
Let's see that 4-hour version of Revenge of the Sith.
Come on, they can do it.
I'm for it.
By the way, Howlrunner, great point in the comments. I don't want to. First of all, Click Clack, thanks for acknowledging me. Second of all, I think Poggle the Lesser with 3U Sports. More importantly, Tonway. I'm so glad I have Hex stands because that figure and those legs are going to be a nightmare. And Ant knows I
was thinking about that.
But yeah, she's definitely one that's on my list for the future. Maybe not right when she comes out, but very very stoked that they're even getting into these. I do think one thing that they were missing in the way and what they announced today was like one. I know we just got an announcement, and obviously pre-orders for like the Mandalorian definitive from season 1. I know we got Quinlan Voss. I know that we got I think it needed like one hero, like a new Jedi Council member, somebody from the OT that's in the core group.
I will give you a hero in Tonway.
That's fair. I mean, in the end, yes, took her time to get there. It's a redemption arc, brother. But
it's a long redemption.
Hey, sometimes it takes
I'll create a hero out of her, I should say.
Then again, Anakin's redemption arc was about 30 years.
She wielded a lightsaber by the end of it.
Yeah.
But anyways, while we're on the topic of the stands, just ones I'll recommend to you guys. So I got ones like this that come with a couple of Warhammer figures that I actually have. These were great because I've been using them with mine. So if you guys can get your hands on something like that,
that's a perfect size. Honestly.
I'll show my preferred too, just because I want to. Eric did it. This is mine. It's a hex stand. It's the foot. I think it really makes them stable, and then it's my Cassian Andor figure I show all the time.
So it's hard. It's hard to see on the camera. Mine just got that little piece that locks into the foot right there.
Yeah.
Really works really good. Honestly, if I get a couple, actually, I'll send them to you guys because they're really solid.
I have two.
Yeah, I am with the stands like that. I find those are easier to remove in photos. What I like about the hex stands is when you're going to do a dynamic pose, like a one-leg stand or somebody flying off, they don't. So you need hex stands. Though I will say, shout out to Mr. Stevie. He turned me on to, they're over there, 2-sided sticky dots. Those things do a world of help. Like I've done stuff like stuck a lightsaber into a figure's chest. When I took a photo to make the lightsaber help, and they're like $4.99 for like 500 pack. And you just use them and get rid of them. They're awesome.
That's hot. Yeah, that is a good idea. I should look into that. The ones I use are like yours, Eric, but the circle part of it is about half the size. So
yeah, with this being like a way bigger circle, like that's how I got that pose on the Axe Woes photo I did last night because it was actually it's kind of hard to see in that photo that I did, but he was actually like way angled off. So got these with some Warhammer figures I got, but those things work really awesome for the Black Series ones, honestly. All right, well,
nice.
Well, we are going to move into our final reveal here. Arguably the one I am most excited for. We're not covering TVC today, guys, just so you're aware. And it is this guy right here. It is Lord Starkiller. Such a fan desired figure for so long. Like I actually talked to one of my best friends, Alex, today about this, and he typically does not pre-order stuff or anything like that. He doesn't collect figures much. He's like, I'm absolutely pre-ordering this. So this is going to be a highly popular one, honestly. Like that's going to be immensely popular amongst the fans.
Yeah, I may pre-order him and make a choice closer. It's such a cool figure. I'm going to be honest. This is going to sound really funny. I love the figure. I love that he comes with interchangeable hands and like all those lightsabers. And most of those look like new lightsabers, which makes it even cooler. Now that I'm looking at it more closely, I don't like the knife fingers. It's just like a thing. It's like a personal preference. I know it makes him look heavy metal and everything, but I just am imagining storing the bending in the bag. It's kind of weird when you're posing. Like the knife fingers are like my biggest turnoff on that figure.
No, and I get that. So the thing with that is his armor.
Right? I know. Yeah.
Yeah, like when they made that armor, when they made that armor for the.
What are you trying to do? But
sorry, you were saying when they made the armor.
No, like I was so that they made that armor to just be absolutely menacing for the Force Unleashed game, and that's why it looks so gnarly.
Yeah,
because the whole thing about Force Unleashed is it was just like way over the top, like that.
Was for sure. And I don't dislike. I'm gonna end up getting that figure at some point. Like even if it's like a little treat to myself when it costs more. It's just like when I think about like what I'm gonna buy and price. There's like other figures I get more photos out of, but it's the figure's metal as hell. Like it's really cool.
Oh yeah.
It's just like it's a preference thing. Like I'm the most excited about the Geonosian today, but I'm not trying to be a sour dick. I think it's an awesome figure.
The other item other than the lightsabers is interchangeable hands, though. That's what I'm understanding.
Yes, which is awesome.
So I mean that does kind of solve the problem a little bit, but I get what you're saying. And
they're all knife fingers.
Yeah, both hands. On both
Edward Scissorhands.
Both hands.
So
yeah.
Well, I mean, we had some awesome reveals today. Just to go around the room with it for us guys. What was your favorite one? Just so we all know.
And
why don't you go first? All right.
Toddway.
Geonosian for me, I think I said, but that's just it's a figure that's gonna make so many photos for me.
Undoubtedly. And for me, it really was a toss-up between the Geonosian and the Lord Starkiller. But for me, I think Lord Starkiller just takes the cake because I love photographing stuff with helmets because I think it's easier for me to photograph them sometimes, honestly, and it just comes out better. And I already can see about a million fucking photos that I can do with that, honestly.
Yeah, and that's what I think. Yeah. I think it's fun to do helmets because there is a little bit of an area that you can focus on the photo in a different way because you're not worrying about getting that lifelike image of the face. So if you have a helmet, then it kind of broadens the opportunities. At least that's how I kind of look at it. I mean, that's why Chimera is so much fun for me to photograph, and I do a lot of Mandalorian.
Still need to get that guy.
I would agree with that.
Oh, that figure is the next figure you should get. It's so good.
My area is absolutely barren lately. Like one of my buddies, Alex, he was at Walmart recently, and they had Django, the new Boba, and something else. I can't remember what it was, and it was gone by the time I got there. So it's been pretty barren in this part of Florida recently, but we'll see.
Yeah, honestly, Ari Stardust in the comments, our dear friend of Cast Ari. The TVC, I think, also maybe made me a little sad because I want aliens. I want Cantina aliens. I know they don't sell as well for the Black Series, but I mean, that Wookiee is so cool. I want the Devaronian. It's like, but you know what? They showed the Geonosian last time for TVC, and it got to stay in the sun for us the next time. So who knows?
Yeah, that's a valid point.
Sure, man. So, well, going away from what we have coming out for Black Series, let's get into what we have for Black Series, and let's get into Collector's Corner.
Yeah.
Now I'm just gonna go ahead and kick it straight to you, Max. I know you're like a kid on Christmas right now because you got some that you really want to show off.
So I've got two figures to show. One of them goes out to my man Hal Runner because we were talking about it last night, and it arrived today, and that is Book of Boba Fett. Dude, so
it just looks better.
So there's been a lot of like hate for this figure for some of the aspects. And I even said to him, I was a little disappointed when I got it. I guess I'm just in a sour mood today, but now I love it because I made some adjustments that are very easy for the complaints that people are having, and it becomes an amazing figure. So first and foremost,
Boba Fett.
So first and foremost, there are a lot of complaints about the helmet sitting right. I got the helmet to sit right. So for some reason, you can see it's flush in the packaging. They for some reason left an insert that's removable in the helmet that makes it not go over the chin. Ant really hasn't had that problem, but you can just pop the insert out, and now look, the helmet's just as deep, and it is a little like long. You just press it down, and it's a great figure. I mean, the posability is fantastic. The weapon is fantastic. There's also been a little bit of a complaint about the right arm not going down straight. You can see I made mine do it. It's as simple as putting a hairdryer next to the rubber hardened in the plastic, and it makes it, to me, like a 9 out of 10 figure. The coolest aspect we all know is the toe articulation. I actually just took a photo of him in a cool pose before the cast, and he looks great with the articulation. I would say, and this is not a big deal to me like it is to some people, they did give him new van braces that actually look great when you look at them, but this piece right here, the flamethrower, is not disconnected or connected wider in the way it was on the previous version, so it's compatible with the Return of the Jedi Boba. But that's really not a big deal. And I mean, once you do that thing I did with the iron, not the iron, the hairdryer, like, look, he can totally like two-hand the rifle there. He's got the he can double, he can shoulder it the way he's supposed to here. So this is a cool figure. And then I must say, the thing on the figure that is just absolutely dynamite is this portrait. Because, the last, I didn't hate the old portraits, but I mean, this is pure perfection. And this is a figure
that looks a lot better.
That in the last year, I've gotten 5 of my top 6. I've gotten Han New Hope, I've gotten Dash Rendar, I've gotten Anakin and Obi-Wan updates, and now I've gotten him. So I just need that blind Kanan. And then I've got to make up a new top 6 because this I'm working down. But he's a really cool figure.
Hold him up close so we can show him, because I pulled mine, so just so you guys see. And I do agree with Matt. It just doesn't bother me, so I didn't pull mine out. But if you don't remove that piece, this is what you're going to be working with.
I want to put your hand in front of the figure, Ant, just so you can see. He froze, but you could see some of the chin. And like I said, like that was something that really bothered me when I saw the reviews. But then Yak Face. Yeah, you're good. Yak Face, Bastion to the community. So, he just found the insert. Yeah, there's the insert. Mine does not have the insert. See?
Yeah, so it's just as easy as popping that out. But I think for me, like I'll just angle my camera in a way that it's not going to be an issue. But I don't know. I have some weird things in my brain that
he does also come with his standard pistol. But what I like is they did this with Han Solo and Dash. These are floating holsters now, which are great because they don't bend the weapons when you bend the legs. And I mean, this is just a fantastic figure now that I've made some of those tweaks.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So that's, to me, like, I'm really into it. But I really wanted to show what out of the 3 figures I've gotten this year is my figure of the year, and that is Bounty Hunter Asajj Ventress.
Hell yeah.
I mean, this figure is phenomenal. Obviously, it comes with their 2 lightsabers that connect. The helmet, the 2-piece helmet that flips up, is really cool.
That's so cool.
Portrait is a little updated, I think. Maybe not. That looks great. I can't see my hand on the camera. The articulation is awesome. One thing I love is it's not soft goods, which I like. I know Ann doesn't like soft goods. But if you look here, it really gets a good range of motion because these pieces are separate. So she can really move. Yeah. I've gotten some really sick poses with her. Got a bunch of photos coming up. I put one up last week that really did pretty well that I like. But this figure is just, I couldn't believe they were making her. I remember when we talked about the announcement because I'm a huge Asajj fan. And now I just need the Bad Batch Tales of the Underworld Asajj to complete my collection. But this is just, I couldn't have asked for more. And when I opened this figure, it's funny, Boba was supposed to come that day and he kind of, Amazon lost him. I had to reorder him. I don't know how that happened, but I was kind of like, well, I'm really stoked that Boba's in my top 6, but this is one I was excited for. And honestly, glad, because I've gotten 5 photos out of her already that I haven't put them all up.
Oh, you've been going hard with that one, man.
Yeah, I've been sending you guys, and it's just an amazing figure. I love the hands on it. This hand, the left hand, and then I'll let you guys go. The left hand even is kind of like more in it's a little stiff, so you got to be careful when you're bending it when you first get it. It's like more in a force pose like that. So that's really cool. So you have some good opportunity there for like, different kinds of poses. But this figure is, I feel like it's one of those figures everybody said they were stoked for. And it was a little bit of a sleeper once I got it. Like I was excited just because I love the character. And I think I was more excited than a group of people. But once you get this figure in hand, you're going to be very happy is all I'll say. And then without the mask.
Oh, yeah.
The face is really good.
Honestly, that's amazing.
A little closer to Clone Wars than the other Asajj too, which I really like.
Yeah, the photos you've taken with that so far look absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, so. Can't wait to put them up, everybody. Be on the lookout. Black Series Daily Desk. So that's my collector's corner.
All right, Ant, why don't you go next, brother?
Want me to go next? All right, I'll go next. I'm going to mute myself real quick to move my mic.
Toba Fett, Hell Runner, very funny.
Ears. I know, I just saw that. It cracked me up. Toba Fett, because
I want all the figures to have this. It makes them so much better.
Because his toes. Kids they bed. It's Toba Fett. Anyways, that's Hell Runner's joke, not mine. I won't take the credit. So I am going to throw up a Black Series, and I am going to throw up a Boba as well, because I love this Boba, and I've been playing with him, trying to get a figure going. And
okay,
I'm going to show this one just
nicely.
I want to highlight just Matt as well. The
portraits, yeah,
portraits,
so much,
just like, because I had him sitting out. I'm like, yeah, it's ridiculous. And I mean, this one for a long time, I love this one as kind of my favorite one, just because he's different. You know, I see something different, I'm gonna go for it. But yeah, I think the new one, I would agree with everything you said, Matt. So
yep.
For my actual collector's corner, I'm going to show off, since we haven't been on in a little while, a Christmas present that I got here. It's actually not an action figure, but I'm really excited. I got it from my in-laws, my wife's mother and stepdad, and so it is.
Ooh,
yeah, it is not built yet, but it is the good old Lego Millennium Falcon from Rebuild the Galaxy. And it was a really cool thing, because first of all, I was not expecting it at all. Second of all, other than I have collected Darth Vader, Boba, Mando, and Cody from the Helmet Lego series, but other than that, I have not gotten a Lego, especially one of this capacity, since I was probably
that's a hefty
my early
boy.
teens. So it was a huge nostalgia factor, and yeah, I'm really excited to build this one. So just wanted to say thank you to them again. Love you guys, and I'm really excited to build this.
Hell yeah! Well, we look forward to seeing the finished product, brother.
That's it.
Then your
yes, I will bring it back on once I build it.
Are you trying to steal toy time?
Yeah. Maybe when you come over my birthday next Friday. Wait, this Friday.
Your birthday's Friday?
No.
Holy shit.
My birthday is Friday.
I'm so bad with birthdays.
I'm the worst. All right, well, I got to get you a gift. I'll figure that out later. Eric, we'll talk.
No, you're the best gift.
Oh, love you, buddy.
What is it? What Tyrion says? I am the gift.
Here.
Yeah. This is a Star Wars podcast, Eric. All right, you're up, bro.
Wrong podcast.
Here's a Warhammer figure.
No, not today. But no, I'm gonna finish this off. And honestly, guys, like we're getting to a point where I have shown off so many, and I was just like, I really don't know what to show. And I was kind of looking, and I was just like, you know what? I gotta show off the. Let me show off this one, because you know, this is probably one of my rare figures. You know, even now, still with re-releases and stuff, this one still goes for like a decent amount. And it is your Phase 2 Kaminoa Trooper, actually. So your gray clone trooper, essentially. So, and
now I really need that. Now that Tom is out, because I don't have that.
Yeah,
trooper.
so that was another reason I wanted to show it. You know, like it's gonna be good to use with a couple of these ones coming out, and like. It's nothing extravagant. It's the old clone body, but just like this one is exceptionally hard to find. Like if you can actually find this out in the wild, I'd be amazed right now. And then even with that, on like eBay and stuff, I think it still goes for like $60 or something like that. So
it does. That's
and I got this one for I got this one for like a very manageable price to add to my Clone Wars collection.
Yeah, and you know what? It is when it comes to clones, it is unique because it's got the painting on the shoulder, it's got the stripes on the leg. So, I mean, it's a badass clone, and I need at this point now I really need it. I need to get one.
And I'll be honest with you, I don't know if it'll ever come out of that pose because it's been sitting like that since I took it out of the box. So.
You know, I have a couple figures that are in the same pose on my shelf permanently, and it doesn't matter what photo I photograph them in, I will always keep them in that same pose.
That figure, what I love about it is that I can kind of use it as a pseudo wolf pack figure when I'm taking photos.
Oh yeah,
because it's gray. But we got that wolf coming out. That's awesome. We didn't really fully talk about this, I don't think, but I'm so stoked for the Scar Squadron figures. We could do that another day. But
yes.
the night right before they announced that, I was literally taking a photo of my Mike figure, and I was texting you, Ant, and I was like, it's a pipe dream, but I'll never get a cab figure. And then there we were 2 days later.
No, those figures look great, and a 2-pack for it too. Like, what are they trying to do?
Removable knives on Cav. Misty's got the shawl, but yeah, good stuff. We got a lot of good stuff coming this year. It's gonna be expensive.
We do have a lot of good. No lie there.
You know what? You only live once, right?
That's the truth, guys. So, well, we are going to go ahead and wrap up the show for this week, guys. We appreciate you guys kind of coming back, hanging out with us. We know we're kind of doing our shows very intermittently as opposed to every week like we used to. All three of us just got some crazy busy lives going on right now, but nonetheless, we appreciate you guys coming to hang out and chat Star Wars with us, as well some of the news and new releases that we got. You guys can please go check us out on Instagram at Sith Happens _Star Wars podcast. On there, it's got the link tree to our link tree, where you can find all of our various streaming platforms where we do this: YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, the whole spiel. So please go give us a like and follow on there, guys. So, and with that, we will go ahead and sign off. Ant, lead the way.
That was a good spiel. I like that word, spiel.
Spielberg,
guys. I really. As always, especially when we have a little bit of a hiatus, this is like a little dose of Star Wars medicine magic for me, and it just it's always a great time. So I'm happy to have been here to discuss these awesome new toys that we have to look forward to coming up this year, and the changeover that we've got. I think, like I've said, I think we're going to see a lot of good things come of that. And I think Star Wars fans are going to continue to be Star Wars fans and bitch about everything. But we're going to see some news. We're going to stay
positive. And I'm sorry I was so negative. I'm sorry I was negative about Kylo Ren.
Matt,
I love you.
There's a difference between being negative and sharing your opinion. But I digress. I love you, and I love you all. So I am .not committee. That's where you find me on Instagram. Go check it out. Like some photos. Give me a follow. Maybe a share. I don't know. I'm looking forward to 2026, guys.
Hell yeah.
Also looking forward to 2026. I'm Black Series Daily Desk on Instagram. If you do all the things for I am .not a committee that he asked and you don't do it for me, it's just going to make me really sad. But seriously, check me out if you want to. Otherwise, you can always find me here when we cast. And I will just say, may the force be with you always. And I have friends everywhere.
And guys, I am Eric the Dadalorian. Thank you guys for coming to hang out with us today. It is always fun to get together with two of my bestest friends right here for this podcast. And we look forward to seeing you guys next time. Finish up. This is the way.